In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the visiting team and the Houston Texans. Ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Two and out from the gun. That one's cut on the left sideline. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. They send a tight end in motion. Running with Achane here with a gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Ready.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. That's for Waddle again. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives them the 1st.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running in the red zone. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Okay, way up here in the booth, can you smell it? Can you smell it? That running back is smelling the end zone. He gets him down there to the 2. You know he wants to finish it.
At the 2-yard line.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
Get set. Ready,
Achane has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey. Ready, shot. Ready, team.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Desperados finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Desperados will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Tony.
Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Look, here we go. South.
From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Stroud now on 3rd. Got his man. This is Noel. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Oh, boy.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. This is ahead for about 5. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Chased out to his right. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun now for Stroud. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
On the quick, right? 18, outside.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35.
All right, come on.
Tua off the play fake. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All set now. 1st and 10.
They're right here.
Motion the slot man right. Achane, a first down carry. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hey, get safe.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That's a pickup of 9. And they're going to have a first down now.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Get set.
Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Right.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Sending the tight end in motion left. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Desperados grow the lead to 7. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the upright. And the Desperados grow their lead to 8. set to send it away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
118. What's up? Why Tony? Tony.
To the air, Stroud. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. It is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Stroud now bringing his guys up for this 2-point attempt.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Waller with the catch. He'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They send Hill right. Throwing again. Here's Tua. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 31. It's Achane on the inside give. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They send a man in motion.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Throwing now, Tunga Vailoa. Connecting on a slant. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Here's a design run. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 and out from the gun. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of gain. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
21G, 21G.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Get set. Ready, with them.
Out of the gun, Tunga Vailoa. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball. Don't put it in harm's way.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Go ahead. Get on.
Quick throw outside, complete. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Desperados take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
All right. Hey, uno more. 18. Let's hit.
He'll throw it. Some Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set to send it away. Wangu now to return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, right. 18. What's that?
Half's going to begin with a mix and run. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud from the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep, big gain downfield. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. It sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
1st down from the 42.
All right. 18. What's that?
Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
It's Mixon on 2nd down. We're working a couple yards past the line. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Oh, ready? 18, outside.
Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First down, here's Tua. Texans closing in, and they get to him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Slot man's in motion right. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Hill. And this is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
A 28-yard gain. And the Mexico
Achane gets this on the draw. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
44, ready. All right, go ahead, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Hey, get set. Out, out. Get out.
Here's Achane at the middle. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
20, TX. Yeah, ready.
Lead back motion's right. From the red zone on 1st. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
You're right here. 22, what's out?
Now Achane. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Desperados push their lead further to start the half. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
His kick is
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados double their lead to 14.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Now it's Stroud. Will find in his back. Mixon. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So we're through 3 here. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Oh, right. 118. What's that? 19 Texas.
From the gun, Stroud. Cost. This is Nolan. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
South.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Hey! 118. What's that? 11.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Desperados are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Go ahead.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Go ahead. 18. Come on, 2.
They go to him again. And this time he gets in for the Mexico City touchdown. The Desperados make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Desperados stretch their lead to 21.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders on all set to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. On target here to Njoku. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Strad to throw on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Hits his running back. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
All right. 18. Let's hit.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. The throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go. 18. Let's hit.
Here's Stroud again. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Again, Stroud. He rolls to his right. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
18. Let's hit.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
Here we go. Hey, one more. 18. Let's hit.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught the 1. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All set to go now from the 35. They'll start the drive with Achane. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. And as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Hey, get set. Ready,
Now they'll hand it off to Achane. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Desperados nearing their first win of the season. First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready. Ready, team.
Running back sent in motion left. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Good step. Ready, team. Out.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown. The Desperados have likely locked up the win right there. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Desperados grow the lead now to 22 points.
Texans 20. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
What's that? 18. What's that? Look the hot. Buggy.
Back to throw. Stroud. Trying to push deep downfield. That one connects. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Stroud now bringing his guys out for this 2-point attempt.
On the
The
quick,
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
42.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Oh, the Texans are confident they have it, and they do! All right, partner, peel back the curtain for everyone who's watched this happen on Sundays. Win looks unlikely, but they're still trying this kick. What is the coach now saying to his offense before they run out there?
I can hear the great Tom Moore, longtime NFL coach, over and over. He would preach to us through the week during the game. Whoever plays the game the hardest, the longest, is going to win. And my goodness gracious, you just recovered an onside kick. So play this game to the final second.
And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10.
All right. 18, outside.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. 19 Texas. 18, outside.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Hey, get set.
Achane running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
44, ready.
Achane again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Up and gained on 2nd down. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Desperados are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.